easy overnight beach waves. You're gonna start with your hair freshly shampooed the night before. My hair is dry now, but I'm gonna show you how to twist it anyway. The process is totally the same. And then you're gonna take it out in the morning when it's dry, and you're gonna add a couple styling products, and then you're gonna be left with these cute, easy breezy beach waves for the day. So shampoo and condition your hair, and then you're gonna let it dry to maybe about 40 or 50%. You probably don't wanna do this when it's completely wet if you're going right to bed, because it won't have enough time to dry overnight. If you shampoo your hair maybe like when you get home from work, or maybe in the middle of the afternoon, then you can go ahead and do it then, and it'll have plenty of time to dry. So you're gonna start with wet hair, dampish hair, and you're gonna add a styling product. I used Kevin Murphy's Heated Defense. It's a heat protectant, and we're not gonna heat style today, but I really like just the light amount of hold that it has. I do have naturally curly hair, so this may be a style that's a little bit easier for my hair to achieve with just a light amount of hold from a product. You may need something a little bit heavier, like a medium hold gel or something like that. Like Aveda's Confixer would be really, really great. Or Oway's Curly Potion would really work too. So let me show you how you would twist your hair the day before. I have another video on this particular little updo I'm gonna show you that teaches you how to do this to wear it out. It's also really cute. But you're gonna take your part here. I've got like kind of a nice deep side part. That's where I like to part mine for this style. And I'm just gonna kind of use my fingers like claws, and I'm gonna grab in there, and I'm pulling pretty tight. And I'm gonna just start twisting back away from my face, and I'm just kind of letting the hair add itself in as I go. And you could see there like kind of how it was pulling my skin from my hair, or my scalp a little bit. That's because I want it really, really tight. And then when I get kind of down to the nape of my neck, I'm gonna leave this off to the side just because it's a little bit easier to sleep on. It's not as uncomfortable. So I'm gonna use a little duckbill clip here, and I'm gonna clip that so that my twist doesn't come undone while I'm showing you the other side. And then same thing over here, you're gonna start kind of up at the top because you wanna get as much curl from this as possible. And you're just gonna start twisting back and away from your face. And then when you come to the other side and the two ends meet, you're gonna grab, here, I'm gonna turn so you can see this. I might have like a weird lump there, but you can ignore that. I'm going to grab both of them and kind of take the one side over the other before I take the clip out, because I don't want to lose my twist. Now this part might be a little tricky for some of you because you don't want to let your twist fall completely loose, because that's what's going to give you your curl. So I like to wrap them around each other a couple of times before I start twirling the lengths of my hair into a twist so that I can wrap it into like a little bun. So hopefully you could see that there. And then I'm just gonna kind of let it wrap itself around. And I'm gonna make sure I'm twisting all the way to the ends. This part doesn't have to look pretty. It needs to be functional so that you get the curls that you want. And make sure your ends are tucked all the way around. Otherwise, they might give you like what we call like fishtail ends or fishhook ends, where they're kind of really loose and icky and messy, and your curl won't set right. Then I'm gonna take kind of a large fat elastic. These are the ones I like to use. And I'm just gonna loop it around. For me, it's gonna be 3 times. You'll kind of see that ends up kind of being my magic number. It's just the breadth of my hair, what holds really well for me. So this is how you would do it. If you don't, my twist is a little bit loose right now, but that's because my hair is dry. It's easier to get it tight when it's wet. So you would sleep in this. You would just sleep and let it dry the next morning. And then when you come to take it out, gently remove that elastic, and you can kind of just shake out. And I like to use my fingers on this because then it doesn't disturb the wave too much. Just kind of using my fingers. It shouldn't be real tangly because you've slept with it completely pulled back. So then you can kind of just see if I fluff this up a little bit, like it's pretty darn cute. I'm gonna look in my other mirror a little bit here because it's easier for me to kind of see the detail than it is in the phone, in the screen. So then what I would kind of do is, because I have naturally curly hair, I tend to get a little frizzy. So to solve my frizz problem, I like to use Aveda's Light Element smoothing fluid. So I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit here, maybe, that might not even be a pea size, like maybe like a half of a pea. You don't need very much. And if your hair's not frizzy, skip this step because all it will do is weigh it down. And then I'm just gonna kind of use that to smooth it over, kind of just smooth out those frizzy parts. And I'm just gonna do it as needed. I'm not necessarily gonna do this all over my head. I'm gonna do it where I need it for frizz control. So I tend to get frizzy on this side and then I tend to get frizzy back here. So I'm gonna add another little pump here, maybe a little bit more on this side because I've got more hair over here. And then I'm gonna just kind of work that in. Maybe just kind of letting it kind of come up to the top a little bit. If you wanted a little bit more volume up top, you could do back combing. I have a back combing quick tutorial, which is super, super easy. Teaches you how to back comb, especially through the front bang area of your hair. I want to see that I got all of that frizz taken care of. I did. Beach waves can be a little frizzy too. That's kind of the nature of them. Another product I really like for this is Always sea salt spray. So I'm going to add a little bit of this in. This is really great if your hair is naturally curly, because it kind of just amps it up a little bit. So I'm just going to do a couple pumps here, not too much, and I'm just going to scrunch it in. If your hair's not naturally curly and you already like the way the waves are looking, you can skip this step. But I sometimes do it on just my ends if my ends didn't quite curl the way that I wanted them to. Or if your hair is naturally straight, you could even take a curling iron and just touch those ends up if you wanted to, like if they were a little frizzly. I'm just gonna do it a little bit right there. Not too much. I don't want too much. Maybe a tiny bit up top. But like that is such a super cute way to get beach waves overnight. Like how easy is that, you guys? And then I can make my hair, I like big hair. If you've watched any of my other tutorials, you'll start to learn this about me, that I really love big hair. And maybe I should live in Texas, except for I don't think I'd like the rest of it. Sorry, Texas friends. I'm not a Texas girl, but I do like big Texas hair. So I've got these really super cute beachy waves. My hair feels smooth. It's soft. It's movable. My hair's not usually that way because I usually do vintage styles, and vintage styles tend to be like really solid and really set. So this is kind of a nice change up for me. I am gonna use a little bit of light hold hairspray just to keep my hair from getting too frizzy throughout the day and just to give me a little bit more stability in my style. I like Kevin Murphy's Session Spray Flex. It's flexible hold. You're not gonna wanna use anything that's heavy hold, because beach waves are meant to move, right? Like it's meant to move around a little bit. And so I'm just gonna kind of tousle this a little bit. I'm feeling good, you guys. This is cute. All right, there we have it. Easy overnight beach waves. Super simple, super relaxed, easy to create. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. I will do my best to answer them. And if you need any tutorials on backcombing, you can backcomb through the front section or through the crown, or you can learn the twisted updo on my twisted updo video. Hope you all enjoy.